talk about some hypothetical outcomes. So given that this product was launched in October, there's not a whole lot of historical data, but we thought it would be interesting to look at hypothetical outcomes over the last 5 years of hash price. So what this chart shows is how the 30-day NDF contracts would have settled over the last 5 years relative to a spot execution price 30 days prior. So a positive number in this chart reflects profits going to the buyer, and a negative number reflects the profits going to the seller. So the interesting things that we've seen here is there's a long-term negative trend in hash price. This is primarily due to the steady increase in network hash rate, and we'll cover that a bit later. And that comes with the increased difficulty. And for those that are familiar with Moore's Law, which is an observation from Intel co-founder Gordon Moore, effectively says that processing power doubles every 2 years while production costs decline. Why this is important to context and hash price, it means Bitcoin mining manufacturers are doubling hashing capabilities every 2 years. What this does is it drives up network difficulty and ultimately puts pressure on hash price. Some other observations from this historical hash price data, not surprisingly, hash price volatility increases with the duration of the contract. We also see that hash price volatility can be somewhat muted by the floating price settlement of the contract. And then, and that's relative to Bitcoin price. And then lastly, this is common in most derivatives, the maximum outcomes are far more extreme than the minimum outcomes. And that has to do with the unbounded upside of hash price versus the theoretical floor of the downside.